This short video is from a comprehensive course on Udemy.
So now that you have some experience creating prompts, we'll spend the next few videos looking into just a few of the many areas where asking AI for assistance can definitely be very beneficial for us. In this video, we'll look into ChatGPT prompts for travel planning. Even if you are not interested in using ChatGPT for travel, this lesson still illustrates some important concepts. So the first thing I think we need to keep in mind is that there's a differentiation between coming here to ChatGPT to brainstorm on a trip. Where do I want to go next summer? Where do I want to go for spring break? Now, we're not here for brainstorming. We're here to plan a trip. I have a goal in my head of where I want to go, experiences I want to have, and I need to get this goal out of my head and into the ChatGPT system effectively so it can help me plan this dream experience that I have. And I think when we come to ChatGPT, it's good for travel planning and in general for other topics that we could have to differentiate between, hey, I'm just here to have some fun, to brainstorm, spitball, as they say, maybe even just goof around. No, there's a difference between that and I have a goal in my head. I want to see this goal accomplished, and ChatGPT can help me do that. Now let me help ChatGPT help me. And so how do I do that? How do I get that goal from my head into the system so ChatGPT can effectively help me? Well, I need to create an effective prompt. So let's take a look at two prompts that I've created and see the difference. Let's compare and contrast because they're definitely different. So the first question I have to ask is, what do I need answered? Well, let's see if this first prompt is a good one. Now, let me analyze this. Right off the bat, I see numbers. I have a 10-day trip to England and France, 7 days in England, 3 in France. Okay, so we've got numbers, we've got locations, but this is still very vague. In my opinion, it's not very specific. There's not a lot of context. The goals are unclear. Sure, I don't see any grammatical errors or typos, anything like that. No opinion questions. But as someone that loves travel, and I've been blessed to have done a lot of it, I mean, I love travel. I would look at this and say, all right, this is a great starter. This is a great idea, but I need more details. We need some more meat on the bones here. We need to plan this thing out so we know what we're doing. And I don't think this prompt is going to really help you plan out your ideal trip. It's a starter. It could be better. So how can we help ChatGPT provide the right answer for my situation, for my goal, for my trip? Well, I have another one. Now I'm going to break this down a step at a time. Immediately, this looks better. First, I enjoy outdoor and nature-related activities. ChatGPT did not know that from the first prompt. I want to get outside of town. I want to go out into nature. Maybe I want to hike, things like that. It didn't know that before. Next, whoa, look at this. But my friend, there's someone else coming. ChatGPT did not know that from the first prompt. But my friend enjoys the city, arts, and theater. So now the system knows that someone else is coming, but that someone else wants to do other things than I want to do. City, arts, and theater contrasted with outdoor and nature-related activities. So that has to be integrated into the plan here. We will spend 2 full days in London and 2 full days in Paris. Now, for anyone that has traveled before, you know that 2 full days in a location is much different than a day where you've spent the morning traveling to get there, and you got to get settled in, and then you have a few hours left in your day. Totally different. So it's good that ChatGPT knows that to help effectively plan my itinerary. Then here at the end, we are traveling from JFK Airport in New York and would like to minimize the cost of our flight. We're going to look into plugins in another video, and there are travel plugins that when they're engaged and you enter in a prompt like this, say the Expedia plugin, which we'll touch on, ChatGPT is going to be able to spit you out information, detailed information on flights and what they cost and when they leave, things like that. So this is a much better prompt because it touches on what I call ideal specifics: destination, travel dates, purpose, who's going, budget, accommodation, interest in activities, transportation type, season. Those are all things that you can include, even add to this prompt, which I think is already becoming a good one as it is. You can make this better. You want to include those ideal specifics, and you want to tailor those towards what you want. Remember, you want to get that goal out of your head into a prompt and into the ChatGPT system so it can better help you. And this one looks good to me. It could go deeper, but this is much better, as you can clearly see when you compare and contrast the second one with the first one. All right, so let's demo these prompts. What I did was I took the first one and the second one and I squished them together into what I think is a more effective prompt when you combine the two. And then I even added my own little spin on it. Got a little tasty tidbit here at the end. I definitely want to eat a Cornish pasty. And more bonus points to you if you know what that is. So I'm going to click here and see what it does for us. We've got our answer here, and I want to check this out to see if my prompt was effectively addressed here in this answer. Here's a 10-day itinerary, so that's good. The time period is addressed. It combines outdoor, nature-related activities in England with city arts and theater experiences in both England and France, so that's addressed. Minimizing flight costs, and look at this, enjoying a Cornish pasty. So as I scroll down, let's see if it follows it up. We've got our itinerary broken down into days here. The list of things to do. JFK Airport. Yep, that's correct. Exploring the city. We've got an outdoor adventure here in the Cotswolds region. Museums and art. Check, this is all good. Ooh, here we go. Cornwall. Scan. Yep, there's our Cornish pasty experience in Cornwall. So it looks like everything is broken down well, and the items that I brought up, the goals in my prompt, are being addressed. Even broken down by day, 1, 2, 3 days in Paris. So 3 days in France, just like I specified. And then flying back to JFK. So yeah, I would say that this prompt created an effective response based on the goals that I was looking for. The system did a good job here. So now it's your turn. Create a detailed itinerary for a trip to a location of your choice during a specific time period. And feel free to add more details to this, to add those ideal specifics that we touched on. We've looked into how to create effective travel planning prompts. So this is your chance. And come on, I know a lot of you have been looking for an excuse to plan out an amazing trip to take. I'm always looking for an excuse. So give ChatGPT a chance to plan out your dream vacation.